You went into a strict calorie deficit. You cut out the sugar, tracked every single gram of food, and consistently put in the miles on the treadmill. And at first, it felt like it was working. Your face leaned out, your neckline sharpened, and the veins in your arms finally started to pop. But then, you looked in the mirror. Your lower belly and your love handles look exactly the same as they did on day one, absolutely untouched. Your favorite fitness guru told you that this is just bad genetics and that you just need to keep waiting blindly for the math to work. They lied to you. Your genetics aren't broken. Your local blood circulation is. Your body has placed your stubborn problem areas under a literal cellular lockdown. Right now, your traditional diet is just starving your upper body while keeping the main survival vault completely sealed shut. Here is the hidden biological barrier keeping you soft, and exactly how to force the lock open tonight.
To understand why that lower stomach fat refuses to budge, we have to look past the scale and look directly at your cellular blueprint. Your body doesn't view fat as an aesthetic flaw. It views it as life insurance. And it controls that insurance policy using two completely opposite types of receptors inside your fat cells. First, you have beta-2 receptors. Think of these as the accelerators. They are highly prevalent in your face, your chest, and your arms. The moment you start moving, these receptors gladly release fat into your bloodstream to be burned for energy. But then, you have alpha-2 receptors. These are the handcuffs. Their entire biological job is to lock down fat mobilization and preserve energy for long-term survival. Here is the brutal reality. Your lower abdomen and your love handles contain up to 10 times more alpha-2 handcuffs than beta-2 accelerators. It is a biological one-way street. Your cells are literally wired to hold on to that fat until the absolute last second, making traditional fat loss methods completely blind to your biggest problem area. If you want definitive proof of this cellular lockdown, you don't need a lab test. You just need to perform a simple diagnostic check during your next workout. Midway through your session, when your heart rate is elevated and you are sweating, take your hand and press it firmly against your lower stomach and love handles. Then, immediately touch your chest or your shoulders. Your stomach will feel noticeably cold. That coldness isn't a coincidence. It is physical proof of a biological dead zone. Fat cannot burn where it cannot travel. Because your body has restricted blood circulation to those specific alpha receptors, those fat stores are effectively invisible to your bloodstream. You can starve yourself down to the bone, but if the local transport system is turned off, those fatty acids can never escape to be burned as fuel. You are draining the pool, but the drain in the center is completely blocked by a lack of heat.
To melt the fat from the dead zones, you have to manually override the lockdown by forcing blood flow into the cold tissue. First, apply the heat hack. Immediately before you begin your fat-burning cardio or baseline movement, perform 3 to 5 minutes of high-intensity, localized core contractions. We aren't doing this to burn calories. We are doing it to flood the abdominal wall with blood, warming up the tissue and forcing the alpha handcuffs to loosen their grip. Second, manipulate your timing. Perform your steady-state movement when your insulin levels are at their absolute lowest, either first thing in the morning or hours after a protein-only meal. Low insulin completely deactivates the alpha-2 receptors, leaving the vault entirely unprotected. Stop starving your muscle tissue while waiting for a basic math equation to save your physique. Wake up the dead zones. Force the blood flow to travel where you want it. Squeeze the locks open and stop letting your biology dictate your limits. Stay disciplined. See you in the next dark room.